Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ATS Season 2, and welcome to New Mexico. Well, not yet, but soon. We do have New Mexico unlocked though, to be clear. So SCS gave me an early access copy to show to you guys in advance what New Mexico has in store for us. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this episode. We're going to cross from San Simon to, how do you say that, Las Cruces to Socorro. So we'll try to do our best and explore and just have like a leisurely drive. Yeah, I don't want to rush things. I don't want to just zoom through all the roads. I want to explore and enjoy each of them. So let's do exactly just that. Just go through the side roads and all the different establishments. Yes, enjoy it. And of course that one. This is also new in case you noticed. You can actually put stops on the actual stops already, like put waypoints on the actual stops. Before, I think you couldn't do that. Just had to like mark it like that before, like that, but you couldn't do that. Yeah, helps a lot. Right, so that's going to be 298 miles all in all. I think we have our job set for us. Let's get started. This is a quick job as well. I found a job from this is Peterbilt 389, or is it 379, from Viper. This isn't the stock Viper. This is the stock Peterbilt, I think. So let's hear how it sounds. Beautiful. Trailer at the back. It's pretty fancy as well. I take all these things. It's one of those farming equipments, I think, for it says wheat, 24 tons. Alright, I'm happy with that. This thing has how many gears? 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, 8 gears looks normal enough. Looks like an 18 speed Ethan Fuller. Good, let's get going. Wow, that is super heavy. Okay. That feels a lot heavier than I expected. So yeah, we'll be starting from San Simon where we explored before. And I think we saw this area already before. I can't remember if it was during the stream or if it was something when I showed in a previous episode in this series. I can't really remember. What I know though is that I'm planning to play a lot of New Mexico. What is that? Just a parked truck, right? Wow, okay. Maybe let's back up a little. What I know though is that I'm planning to play a lot of New Mexico, and I'm going to stream it. Usual time Wednesday and Friday, 8 AM Singapore time. That's UTC +8. That's probably Tuesday evening for the US folks. And the only difference is because in the US you recently changed daylight savings. You turned it off, I think. So that means you'll probably, if you've watched the streams before, then the timing will be probably 1 hour earlier because of that daylight savings time adjustment. So on my end, nothing changed. It's still 8 AM. But if you convert that now without DST, that's going to be 1 hour earlier. So do take note of that, right? I did post it in Discord, Facebook, Twitter as well. So I posted an image there which shows how 8 AM looks for other time zones, considering the DST shift that happened recently. So please be informed and see you there, right? Also, a couple of mods are turned on here. You can see the beautiful sky. That is from Foggy Weather 2.0 by Kirill. That is not part of the default skyboxes. So unfortunately, that's not how it looks by default. It does look a lot better though. SCS has been improving their skyboxes and their environment lighting. Oh, beautiful engine brake. Beautiful engine braking. Good, I think I'm good enough with that. SCS has been improving their lighting a lot, and it's much less reddish now, much more realistic. Just not Foggy Weather level yet, but it's it's a step in the right direction, definitely. It's a couple of steps towards the right direction. So I'm very happy with what they've done. It's just that since I have access to foggy weather, why not use it? Because it looks awesome as heck. Also, one thing I wanted to change, let's let that guy pass. Right. One thing I wanted to change is I've been noticing a lot of rainfall, and I think it's because of the rain probability. I did turn it down now, so that's good. That's 0. Let's leave it a few notches higher, maybe 3 notches higher, like that. And random road events is still maxed out. Why not? So it's exciting, keeps us on our toes. When we get fed up of the random events, that's when we'll turn it down, right? And keep your eyes peeled for the New Mexico sign. I know we saw that already even before New Mexico got released, even before we unlocked New Mexico, but keep your eyes peeled. We'll be seeing it officially this time. Now, for those of you who are going to buy New Mexico, it's going to be released Thursday for US, probably in Europe, probably Friday already for folks in Asia. Okay, this is the sign, I believe. Yeah, it's a bit dark. That might be a very good photo there. Cross your fingers that it works. Man, I like this trailer. I wonder where it came from. Is it from Jazzy Cat? That looks pretty unique. I think it's the first time I've seen that. Pretty well detailed. Oh, beautiful. We can't see the trailer that much, but we'll make do. We'll adjust accordingly. We can probably do like that. Oh yeah, definitely. Something of a far shot like this could work. A wide angle shot, something a bit closer as well, could do the trick. Maybe something which shows the New Mexico stuff a bit more. If I hide you, okay, that doesn't show much, does it? So maybe the best I can do is something like that. Yeah, in the middle, looks good. I just wish I could have shown that better. Anyway, maybe I'll paste something in there for the thumbnail. I'm not sure. Anyway, how many miles do we have left? 272 miles. Okay, that's perfect. Let's enjoy the trip, guys. And we have a lot of side trips on the way. We're going through a lot of rest stops because the rest stops, I think, have an achievement. The major rest stops unlock an achievement for each of them that you stop by. So we'll do just that, and hopefully, who knows, we might even get lucky. We might even see some parking vehicles. We'll see how it goes. Oh, you can definitely see the sand now. The different textured sand. Yeah. Definitely looks different from other states. Why do they have white sand? Is this Boracay or something? Guys, have you guys ever been to Boracay? Boracay, in my opinion, is the best beach ever in the entire world. Like when I first went to Boracay, that's in the Philippines. The powder of the sand was like, it was powdery. It was like milk powder. That's how fine it was. So if you ever get a chance to do so, do visit Boracay in the Philippines. And if you're into like partying and stuff, that's the thing for you. Okay, we need to go to a weighing station as indicated by the pop-up and as indicated by that red light over there. It's perfect anyways because I want to check this out. So it's a win-win. 35. Yeah, well within the limit. No vehicles here. And I am speeding a bit. Just a tad. Okay, good. Alright. I don't think you ever get caught here though. You never get penalized if you weigh yourself. 44 tons. Oh, that's a bit heavy, isn't it? Good. Now what else can we see over there? It's like a pretty nice building. Has some stops over there. Has some trucks. It's not considered a rest stop though. But let's just pass through the other side maybe, just to mix it up a little. There's an exit back to the highway there, but there's also an exit here on the left side. There's even a road back there on the right. And look, we actually have the same trailer, that guy. Must be from the same company. Yeah, and this is just a quick job. We still don't have our truck. But we're climbing towards that. We're saving up money, we're getting XP. And hopefully we get a better... We save up enough money and get enough XP for a simple truck that we can customize to our heart's content. Car? Nope. Also, if you guys haven't been watching the channel so far, I did announce recently that I finished upgrading my PC. I know I was telling you guys about it, that I was going to upgrade my PC. I did tell you about the GTX 1070, and I did tell you about the Radeon 5 1600 CPU upgrade that I was planning this December. But Christmas came a bit earlier. And the full story is in my ETS2 video, episode 168 I think, or 178 was it, the latest one before this. And there I showed, I explained what happened. I'm happy to repeat it if you guys want, but I think some of you watch that anyway, so it might be a bit redundant. So I'll let you guys decide. Let me know if ever you want it repeated. But yeah, long story short, ooh, nice random road event. Also, I did notice something about the road events. They did change things here. They did update it, make it more accurate. I'll show you later when we see one, right? But yeah, long story short, I have upgraded my PC now. I assembled my own PC, overclocked it just a little, and now I have a Radeon 5 1600 overclocked just a little to 3650 megahertz. And it is beautiful. I hope you are noticing the improvements as much as I am. So it looks pretty smooth for me. Hopefully it is as well on your side. So the smoothness comes from the upgrade, but not only the upgrade, it also comes from the improvements that SCS has done. They did add a lot of improvements with this recent patch, and you can certainly feel it. So I'm expecting that when you guys update to 1.29, you will feel it as well. And New Mexico for sure will incorporate all those performance improvements, like the object shouldn't be too many. Oh, beautiful, look at that train. Oh, it's a race against the train. Oh, I don't think we'll be able to catch it. And we'll have to turn off here anyway. Deming, what's Deming? Is it like a small town? This is also something new. The exit sign there saying 45 miles per hour. I think that is unique to New Mexico. Okay, it's probably good enough. Oh my goodness, the engine brake in this thing. It's a beast. And I have to use it because it doesn't have retarders. But I'm fine. I'm sure you guys like it a lot as well. Now, I did explore this a bit before I started. And there is one tricky part here, which I will show you. And do take note of this, because I've had like 2 or 3 accidents on this intersection already, because I wasn't paying attention. So this is one stop, one truck stop, Pedro, as you guys would say in the US, Pedro, but it's Pedro. There's a stop sign for a reason. Yeah. Make sure you notice this. This is an intersection. Look both sides first. I got hit twice here already. Twice in like 5 minutes. Once when entering the stop. The second one leaving the stop. Because cars do pop up here from time to time. Like that. Crossing from there to there. And if you don't stop, you get hit by them. They don't take notice of you. You need to fuel up. Might as well, we're here anyway. (8 a.m. Let's have a look, maybe someone will park. You know, the thing I'm not sure of is I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but in one of the streams, I did see... Oh, fuel expenses covered by employer. Perfect. I did see a car that was parking by itself, so it entered the truck stop and it parked on its own. And it was the first time I've ever seen that. That's one of the new things that they implemented in 1.29. And I was wondering, and I'm assuming, that in New Mexico that should be a thing, pretty much. That should be pretty much in all the stops, or in the main stops at least. I haven't seen any so far. Have you guys? I'm sure some of you have been watching a lot of videos in New Mexico. Have you seen any of the YouTubers come across something like that? Self-parking vehicles? So that would be really nice. And yeah, we're just weighing ourselves here again. Why not? $10, 44 tons. Fine. This is a pretty nice stop though. You actually get an achievement the first time you get here. But since I went here already before, I saw this before, we didn't unlock it. But that's fine. But yeah, this is a pretty nice stop. Super humongous. Imagine how many trucks could fit in here. And you'll see in front, there's actually a mechanic. So if you got hit in that intersection, which I did, it's a good thing because you can repair yourself right quick here. Yeah, there. Okay, let's get back to the road. There, that car. That's just going to go straight through. If you don't look, you're gonna get hit. So here, let us do that. Let's be careful. No one left, no one right. Actually, there's one on the right, but we're going to speed through it. Okay, very good. Let's get back on the road. Yeah, the performance optimizations on this latest patch is tremendous. If I compare this with how ATS2 looks, so because I got a new PC, more or less, I'm more careful with the utilization, the temperature, and things like that. So I actually have an application, HW Info Monitor, it's called, and I have these bars on my second monitor, just monitoring the temperature and the utilization. And when I was playing ATS2, oh crap, come on, for real? For real? You're going to rain now? Fine. I turned down the slider already, didn't I? Fine, fine, have it your way. It's going to look good regardless. So, when I was playing ATS2 1.28, the utilization of the first core, the first thread, went way up, like almost full. But it wasn't utilizing the other cores. So ATS2 is currently a bit of a single core mechanism. This is what, but pause on that. This is what changed. Look at the arrow. It's a left signal now, a real left direction arrow. That's something that was commented out in the SCS forums by some of the folks. I think it was Nat Vander who commented that. Some of the folks noticed that the previous arrows that we had here in this game were those diagonal arrows. They were like pointing to the left and downwards diagonally, not pointing straight to the left. And they said that's actually a European type of thing, that diagonal left. In the US, and they had a post about it. The very active community members, very nice, very caring. They posted how the arrows should look like, and a couple of days later, voila, you have it in ATS 1.29. They already did the change. That's how fast they work. My goodness, that's how fast they work, and that's how much they listen to the community. So if you ever notice a bug or notice something wrong, something inaccurate, go and post it in the forums. There is a 1.29 open beta discussion. They do look there. They are very active there. The SCS is very active in looking at that, and they do take into account and research it if you find something inaccurate. Okay, what is this? Slow down a little. Okay, that's no problem. Someone got fined for speeding. But yeah, those random events really are a thing, huh? It's really nice, and it's good Okay, it's still raining, I think, but not as much anymore. And I can still see the sky. That's beautiful. Foggy weather sky. Yeah, I am loving it so far. Pretty relaxing drive here. Pretty massive. El Paso, Las Cruces. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I think that's Las Cruces. Is it Las Cruces? I'll go with Las Cruces, and you guys let me know if I got that wrong, okay? East. I-10 East, El Paso. And we're east. Okay, not this one. My bad. Rest area next, right? That's the one. There's another accident there. Yeah. This one is this is what I was saying a while ago. The exit. It's a small thing, but those little things matter. Those little things are what add to the overall experience of being in different states. How you can distinguish when you're in one state versus the other. Like speed limits, the signs you're seeing, kind of roads, intersections, traffic lights. Yeah, those small things all add up. The road markings, paint. And this is one of those pretty scenic rest stops as well, both for trucks and cars. Although, to be honest, I haven't seen any car park here, so yeah, I still haven't seen any car doing the self-parking thing. Maybe I'm just unlucky, but I was hoping I could see something like that. Hey, maybe we can take a photo here. Yeah, let's park after this truck maybe. Oh crap, I can't fit in there. That seems a bit too narrow. Can we take a photo here? It's nice. It's scenic. Oops, sorry. Is anyone parking? I don't think they're parking. There are a lot of cars who pass by here, but they just pass by. They don't park. They're like us. Alright, fine. Have it your way then. Let's maybe park here and try to wait a little. Maybe we'll get lucky. Cross your fingers, guys. Don't let go. Okay, I'm seeing these cars. Yeah, pretty nice trailers here. Maybe this is a new trailer from, I don't know, from 1.29? I have no clue. That's the problem when you have mods. You sometimes can't distinguish anymore. But as long as it adds to a very nice experience, why not, right? Did that car just park? Or was that parked even before? I don't remember. But yeah, look at them, just passing through. Super slow speeds. Yeah, this is a nice tourist attraction. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? What are you? Anyone know what this is? And I can't use my screenshot button anymore. Used to be able to do F12. But I think they changed it. They locked the screenshot button. Even if I assign a key in the key bindings, it doesn't work anymore. Don't know why. For those of you who are in 1.29, do let me know how that works for you, alright? Because I think something is not right. I cannot take screenshots aside from in photo mode. And sometimes you cannot afford to be in photo mode. We'll see that bird when we go across this road. I see. Maybe we'll pass through it later again. But yeah, let's take a photo now. Why not? Let's take a photo now. Something like this maybe. And yes, I can go as far away from my truck as possible because I'm using a mod. I found it in the Steam Workshop, so it basically unlocks the photo mode so you can go wherever you like. It's a bit slow, but you'll get there eventually. Okay, maybe... Pretty fancy bird. Does this have any cultural, historical significance for New Mexico? Because for me, it doesn't ring any bells. But that's me. Pretty much clueless here. Okay, take a photo, and let's go. Right. Are you parking? Oh, he's actually giving me way. Pretty smart guy. Thank you. He's not parking though. We're not friends. Yeah, I want to see someone park again. Because we saw that back in Death Valley. So back in, was it California or Nevada? But yeah, way back there. And I haven't seen a similar behavior yet in New Mexico. I do wish we see that though. Okay, and then I exit right. Okay, good. Exit is 25 miles per hour. Should be fine. Someone got booked for speeding again. Wow, lots of speeders here. Maybe because the roads are so expansive, you just want to put your feet down, put your foot down, pedal to the metal. Let's go just 1 mile. And yeah, starting to really rain hard. The sky is not looking so good. But it's okay, we'll make do. We'll make it work. And I think I have to exit somewhere here. Yeah, there it is. Which is discovered. Yes, I apologize again in case I'm pronouncing this incorrectly. You might be tearing your hair out because of my wrong pronunciation, but pardon me. First time I saw this place, I saw that word. Okay, I guess I have to wait for this stoplight. I like this combination, like it's a blue sky here at the back and then a gray sky here in front. That's pretty realistic. That often happens, especially when you're on the road. Sometimes you're like chasing the clouds even. You're moving the same direction or the opposite direction as the clouds. Our turn? Thank you. I need to take a slightly wider arc though. Hey, wait a minute. Why did... Okay, there we go. The direction was a bit weird a while ago. Phew. I'm taking a look at my monitors here. I'm seeing a huge spike in what does it say? GPU D3D usage. So it looks like my graphics card is loading up a lot of direct 3D models, probably because of the city. Maybe because of all the objects here in the city. It's not causing too much of a slowdown though. I think it's still pretty good. So I think we're pretty much okay. Temperature wise, doing good as well. Yeah, they are starting to make it very optimized. And yes, I was saying a while ago that in ATS 1.28, I did notice a lot of single core behavior. It wasn't using multiple cores, not multiple threads even. Why do I have to turn left? Why? One sec. I think something's wrong here. Yeah, it doesn't clear my waypoints. There we go. That's the one I want. Okay. Yep. It's good. Yeah, so they only use a single core, single thread maybe even, I don't know. But as a result of that, the multiple cores from, for example, my Ryzen isn't utilized. And that limits the performance of it. What I notice here though in this game, even though I still have a huge single core usage, like my first core, the main thread, or however you call it, is at I think around 80% utilization. The rest of the threads, the rest of the 11 threads are like 5% or 15%. Maybe I can show it to you during the stream. Yeah, so it's still not quite optimized in terms of multi-threading, but I think they made the objects and the textures a bit more manageable. So overall, performance improved even if they didn't do it in terms of multi-threading, because that's a very challenging thing to do, I imagine, in games. Okay. Oh, it's our turn. Thank you. I like this. Protected left turns here. Nice lanes and whatnot. Nice city as well. Lots of no magic, just science. Lots of new prefabs and everything. Our map modders will love this. So many new places they can add to their maps. So much more variety. Look at this, used cars. Yeah, pretty nice. Cool, I like it. This is a pretty big city actually. Las Cruces. And we're being blessed by the green light. Have you noticed? It's like we've gone through like 3 different green lights. As we approach it, it becomes green. Look at that, there's actually a police car just waiting for people to speed or something. And I do like that in New Mexico the city limits are 35 miles. Have a speed limit of 35 miles. That's good. Because in Arizona it was only 25. Don't you run red on me, thank you. See, just in time. Perfect. Yeah, so right now I have New Mexico DLC and I have 1.29 beta. I was expecting that by the time the DLC hits, 1.29 will be fully released, but maybe that's not really a requisite. I don't know, or maybe it is. But when I got the early access copy of this DLC, New Mexico, they didn't tell me that I have to be in 1.29 or if I can stay in 1.28. So I'm not sure about the details, but I'm just in 1.29 anyway, so it should be safer. And who doesn't like random events, right? I think people would jump into 1.29 even just for the random events. It's just such a game changer. Okay, the rain is starting to really pour here. Let's maybe increase the frequency a bit. And we have this humongous cloverleaf type interchange. Super noisy engine brake, I know. Going to I-25 north, perfect, exactly. Entering the freeway now. Freeway, highway, motorway, interstate, so many terms. But I think motorway is mostly used in Europe. I think in the US it's mostly freeway or highway. What do you guys use normally? Passing through. Nice. Phew. Yeah, this is a very nice road to drive at. Super expansive, super wide roads, super American. Like I don't think I've ever driven in a road this wide before. It's such a different scenery. Do not drive on shoulder. Okay, kind of makes sense. Why would I do that? Well, I guess in like worst traffic scenarios, people would try to squeeze in however they can. And it looks like we have a merging lane over here, so I'll just move over to the left. Maybe not, because there's this guy on my left blocking the way. Man, New Mexico really feels good. 75-mile limit on the freeway, 35-mile limit on the city. Beautiful. Don't feel restricted at all by the speed. It's a pretty nice trailer as well. I remember we were going to pass through one more highway, and I think I'll take a photo here. Thank you very much, because it's a bridge. And if you've been watching in the channel for quite a while, you know I love bridges. I love the view that bridges provide. This one though, not very scenic there below. It's a dried up river, so we don't really have the best view. And the sky is a bit not too happy looking, huh? So how do we do this? Let's take a shot from here maybe. Beautiful sky though. Can't find a decent angle. Let's just take one anyway. Let's take that. Good. These guys are slowing down in front. And yeah, I was talking about the arrow a while ago in the roadworks. I was really impressed with that because I just read the post and I can't remember who posted it. It was probably Nat Vander, one of the regulars in the SCS forums. He posted how the American signs look like and how it compares. And if you look at the diagonal arrows before, it was completely different looking versus how it should look like based on that post. And so I guess SCS did their research and agreed that yeah, that's true. The arrows should be different. And now it's here. And that post was just I don't know how long ago, a couple of days at most. It was super interesting how that worked out. Yeah, it's intense. The dedication of SCS and how much they listen to their community. I mean, that's something definitely. This guy, broken up bus, GG Greyhound. If it's Greyhound, I don't know. Might be, huh? Has the rain stopped? Not yet. But at least the sky isn't super dark. There's still a bit of light. And it does look pretty scenic. Yeah, looking good. New Mexico. I think the tagline for New Mexico is the land of enchantment, based on what I saw on the post and the sign we saw a while ago. What is this? Some kind of industrial area? Oh, there are cars there. Maybe an office of some sort. I don't know. Driving in the US, it's really a very different experience for me. Driving here in this game, I mean, I cannot imagine such a huge place where you just have all the space you want. Like, look at how much space there is here. Like how open this is. I mean, if you compare this to, well, I live in Singapore. Singapore is like the smallest country, one of the smallest countries ever, and I'm not really used to seeing something like this, so this is definitely a very nice experience for me. And then let me point the arrows to you. Oh, I can't see it. Is there an arrow? Oh, there is none. This is a different kind of roadwork. I think the arrows are for accidents. The roadworks have their own orange signs and whatnot. And I think the rain stopped already. Go. Oh, this is one of those bridges again. And this one looks magnificently humongous. I'm gonna take a photo though. Good to take pity on you guys. Just enjoy the view. Nice. There we go, the rest stop is incoming. That's what I like. I guess that will unlock one of those achievements. And I wonder what you'll get if you unlock everything. Maybe a cabin accessory or something. I hope they give out rewards so we're motivated to explore everything. Okay. Try to speed ahead. 35. Gotcha. Let's go stay here. There we go. Truck stop tour. 3 out of 22. We have a long way to go, guys. A long way to go. I also like how we can get the achievements already even if the game isn't released officially yet. And you'll see the Steam achievements say like upcoming. It's good that they feature that in though for the beta testers and for the content creators like me. So we get to experience the full game and we're able to show it to you with all the bells and whistles and stuff. Nice enough stop. Simple looking enough. Let me just take a look at that. Maybe we'll get lucky. I am seeing a couple of guys though. Okay, there's an anchor there. Oh, actually building up traffic here. Maybe one last. That truck behind. Is he parking? Oh man. Okay, not lucky enough. We'll get there eventually. We'll see something like it eventually. Right now, everyone's just passing through. But eventually, they will park. Believe it. Yeah, if you've seen something where the AI parks on their own, aside from Death Valley, if you saw something from the videos, yeah, let me know which truck stop it is, right? So we can stake it out. We can we hang out there until someone arrives. Yeah. Thank goodness New Mexico is almost released. I'm sure you guys have been as excited as I am, maybe even more. And what this means as well is that our modders will be super happy because they'll have more tools at their disposal, more prefabs, more objects they can place, more assets, and yeah, everybody wins. So thank you, SCS. They might not be the fastest in terms of releasing content, but when they do release it, you can rest assured it's going to be super polished and top quality content. Socorro 1 mile. Maybe next episode we'll go to Albuquerque, and I'll try to do a lot of ATS episodes this week to highlight the New Mexico release. I'm sure everyone is hyped about it as well. We're turning right somewhere. This truck, we've been seeing this truck for quite a while, haven't we? That guy with the yellow, like, boxes, looks like. And what is that? That van was like a TV antenna van. 65, okay. We're good. 65 here though. Ooh, that was pretty close. Okay, how about a shot here? How about a shot here? I usually like taking shots here on top of bridge, crossing the highway. That might work pretty well. One more, guys. Bear with me. But I really like doing this. It's one of the highlights of this game, taking nice photos. From, I think the intersection is too humongous to see the windy loops, but it looks good anyway. So let's take it. Let's take a photo here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. The shadows, the bends on the horizon. Let's hide that photo bomber truck. But that truck behind adds to the scenery, so let's keep it. No blur, good. Show a bit of the road. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'll take it. Okay. Socorro discovered, land of enchantment. Nice, 2 out of 14. So speed limit, $500 fine for littering. What did I just cross? Okay, the curb. My bad. Chevron. Ooh, still a chevron here. It's a chevron there, but it's a chevron on this side. So I guess the real company mod that they have has to adjust a couple of things, because some of the prefabs are new, so he has to adjust those logos as well. Yeah, and do take note of the real company's mod that I'm using. It does crash by default because there is a conflict in one of the AI vehicles, the F350. So I thought that guy just went into the post. Apparently not. Sholo. Sholo sounds familiar. I think it's a place in Arizona, was it? Probably. Oh, nice car wash. I wish we could take a car wash. But yeah, anyway. So the mod, the real company's mod, do take note, watch out for that. That causes an error by default because there is a conflict in one of the cars in there, like F350. The F350, Ford F350, I think has an invalid model or something like it. But what I had to do is I had to go to the Steam Workshop folder for that specific mod, and I had to delete the vehicle. Inside the vehicle's AI folder, there is an F350 folder. I just deleted the entire thing, and now it's pretty much stable. So I still get the real brands, but without the problems. Real brands, but without the crashes. Okay, are we good? Why do I still have my lights on? Let's turn it off. Okay, almost there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you're enjoying so far. We've almost reached the end of the journey, but don't worry, a lot more to come, especially during the streams. So looking forward to seeing you there. Also, I'm changing a couple of settings in the stream. I'm not sure if it will work pretty nice, and I'm not sure if you guys will be able to watch, because I'm planning to have a 1080p 60 frame stream at 6000 bitrate. That means you'll need a faster internet connection to see the stream properly, or you have to rely on Twitch's encoding to lower the quality for you. But yeah, if you can handle it, that means much crisper graphics during the stream. And if you can't, then that might mean a bit more delay. But yeah, we'll see how it goes and we'll adjust then. For those who are watching on YouTube though, those who are watching the stream footage, there shouldn't be anything that changes for you. Oh crap, I hate this. Okay, this is going to delay us quite a bit. I don't know how to park that anymore. But this is one of the worst ones. I remember this rail thingy very clearly. So let's do one thing. Can I do with a shortcut? Probably not. Let's do this the right way. What I'll probably need to do is I probably need to make like a U-turn thing here and then reverse it properly. Come on. There we go. Is that enough? That might be good. But you know what, actually? It might be better if I just go here on this side. Try and straighten the trailer out a bit. Maybe that will be enough. We don't have the longest trailer anyway, so maybe it will be feasible. Nice truck. Is that like a Freightliner Argosy? Okay, so if I remember correctly, we should do it like this. And then we have to turn somehow. Can't remember how to do it though, so we'll probably need a couple of tries. Probably hit some walls on the way. But eventually I hope we manage it. Okay, where are we now? We are turning, that's a good thing. Stop. Okay, I see the line. I see the line in there. Thing is, we have to make sure that we turn here slowly. I think I'm gonna hit this. I think my bumper is scratching the front. But okay, we're a bit too sharp in there. We'll have to adjust it a bit. The turn came out a bit too sharp. But that's something we can adjust by doing like this, I think. Okay, that looks good. Steer a bit. Does that work? Yeah, there's the line. I can see the line. We're far from here. That's good. There's the line and steer it back. Come on. Work with me here. It looks pretty good, I think. Where's the line? Can't see the line so much though. I think we'll have to straighten it out now. Will you look at that? That turned out pretty well. Perfect. That actually turned out better than I hoped. Nice, perfect. Kind of hit the boxes there, but we're good, I think. Well, we got here in one piece. That's the important thing. And excellent. No damage. Almost 7k. All the XP in the world. Level 3. Next level, I think we can go and buy something. So maybe let's go to level 4. Let's go and explore New Mexico and let's buy a truck here in New Mexico. Yeah? Maybe that's a good way to do it. Alright, fragile. Let's do that. And that is going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Looking forward to your comments. And yes, let me know if you have any suggestions, especially about the truck that you want to get. And yeah, let me know what you think of New Mexico. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates. Like the video, share with your friends and everything. Thanks, and yes, looking forward to your comments. See you guys in the next episode. In the meantime, this is the Clumsy Geek signing off. Clumsy trucking, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.